Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I am in a slightly different setup today because I'm not at home. I've been having a little break and I thought I would show you the contents of my holiday makeup bag for a change, and at the same time that will allow me to talk a little bit about some of the recent-ish products. Not all of them are recent, but ones that I haven't perhaps kind of reviewed after showing them when I bought them. So I'm trying to be a bit more minimalist in the amount of junk I bring with me on holiday. And I have to say, even though I cut down to what you see in front of you, which all fitted in one quite small makeup bag, I haven't actually worn most of this that much. So I always forget how little I'm bothered about wearing a full face of makeup when I'm on holiday, even when I'm kind of going out. I just don't seem to bother as much. But this is what I brought with me, as well as obviously a good SPF, although the weather's been quite good. I haven't needed anything out of the ordinary. I haven't been sunbathing. But then as complexion products, well, this is a really old one that I'm trying to use up. It's by Trini London, and I kind of bought a load of her stuff. It's kind of very portable makeup regime with little pots of eye, cheek, lip colour that kind of push together. I don't use those too much, but I did like the complexion products. This one is called the Serum De-Stress, and it's a very lightweight coverage with some SPF. I like the fact that it's in a tube with a nice push nozzle, so it keeps the product reasonably fresh. I don't think from memory, I've only bought it once and I've nearly used this one. I don't think there was a huge choice in colour. You can see that's not quite my colour skin tone, but it's more than good enough because it's not, as you can see, that huge coverage when it goes on. So I still haven't used this up. I was very hopeful when I came away that I would actually hit pan, as they say, or finish that tube. I also brought a concealer. I think I've talked about this before. This is Charlotte Tilbury, the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer, and I really like this product. It's a perfect match. She's got a good range of colour tones. This one, which I'm sorry, I can't actually read that because I haven't brought my reading glass. Oh, yes, I have. Wait a minute. On top of my head, what am I thinking of? This is 2.5 fair, so it's not the lightest, but reasonably light, quite cool toned. It's actually looking warmer in the viewfinder than it is in real life. I would say it was cool tone neutral. It's just a really good consistency. It works under the eyes, which is where I need it. It's nice and quite thick, but moisturising. Just blends in very well and gives some decent coverage of anything a bit tricky, sunspots, etc. So I do like that product. Probably buy that again, although plenty left still. And I did bring another Charlotte Tilbury, which is the Super Glow Stick. You may remember this is the one that a lot of people found a bit shiny. Is it my favourite stick foundation? You can see I haven't used that much of it. I've had it a fair few months. Probably not. I still think the Tom Ford, I don't know if Tom Ford still even makes them. I suspect they do. Their stick foundation, but this is a good one. It's nice and blendable, doesn't look cakey. It is quite luminous rather than sticky. I don't mind that. And I don't obviously use it on the full face. It's really kind of for chin and T-zone area. If I want something more than the concealer, then I use this. And because it's got this kind of bit of luminous glow, it's not a highlighter, but it kind of does. I can use this on the cheekbones and get a little bit of shine. Doesn't sound glamorous. Luminosity is the nice way of putting it. I don't think I've used that once since I've been away. I've used these two a bit more. I brought a bronzer. I love this bronzer. This is last year's Lancome. In there, I think, lighter shade Fair. The Sea Skin Transforming Bronzer. I don't wear bronzer a lot, but if I do, I love Tom Ford's Terra, and I like this one. It's not orangey. It works really well on my skin tone. And I like the packaging, actually. Very classy. I don't buy a lot of Lancome, but I saw good reviews of this, and I agree. Very old favourite for the blush product. This is the Tom Ford Cream Cheek colour. This one's in Paradiso. Pink Sand is my all-time favourite. This is a bit more... You can see I've managed to drop this or put my fingernails in it or something. Cream is the way to go as you get older. See, this is quite vivid. I don't think I've used that. Eye products. First of all, I've invested in having my eyebrows professionally threaded and tinted more regularly this year to give a bit of shape. And I've been working with serum to fill in gaps. And these are the products, the Beauty Edit pencil to fill in, which I brought. I still don't really love pencil, but I do like this product, which is the Beauty Edit Mayfair gel to put your brows in place. So I have been using that every day. Old favourite mascara, Le Volume de Chanel. This one I think is in black, yeah. My favourite mascara. I don't wear mascara that often, to be honest, and I haven't worn it on holiday. I brought a brand new eye product, the Utopia palette from this year's Chanel. You can see I haven't used it a lot. I still haven't used this colour at all on my eyes, but as you can see, I've been using that brown. I actually just apply it with my finger as a one and done. The other colour that I really like is this one, which is this kind of sheen. Nice and holiday. So I do like that palette. That was a winner for me. Lots of... Oh, well, I bought various eye pencils. This one is a Victoria Beckham. I think I showed this recently. Match for the... this is Chanel nail polish. Let's pull off the wrong end. Very kind of 80s when I line my eyes with that. A bit matchy-matchy. I haven't used it a lot. I brought a few lip products. I brought lip balm from Prada. This is this blue one that turns pink on your lips. I'd like the kind of gimmick of the turning pink on your lips. It feels quite nice. It's got a very strong scent. I'm not bothered by scents generally, but I'm not keen on this one, I have to say. It's kind of floral, cheap, child sweet fragrance to me. And I do find that slightly off-putting, which is a shame when it's kind of a lip balm almost. What I much prefer, and it just shows occasionally I buy a cheap product, this is Kiko. And I went in and brought this, which is a coloured lip balm in Tutti Frutti. One night when I was late going to the theatre, and I literally had nothing to put on my lips. And so I rushed in, they've got a store in Covent Garden, and bought this really cheap lip balm. I have used it quite a lot, actually. It's a nice, quite a slippy consistency, not a terribly, I like a thicker balm if it's purely for lip treatment. This reminds me a bit of the YSL, I've forgotten what the lipsticks were called that were quite slippery. But I do like it. It gives a really pretty colour. And this was cheap as chips. And I tend to use that quite a lot because the colour is forgiving enough for me to apply my lipstick without even a mirror. I brought 2 Lisa Eldridge lip products. The beautiful custom type lipstick with my initials that she brought out this year, and I've got 2 colours for this one. I brought the coral, which is, I forgot what it's called, but it's based on the Audrey Hepburn vintage lipstick that she has. It's quite a pretty summery lipstick, which I do like. The disadvantage with this is it's so heavy, so you're immediately weighing down your evening purse or light bag. And I also brought one of her velvets. This is Velvet Morning, thinking I might do a slash of vivid red if I wasn't wearing much other makeup. And I even brought a lip liner to use with that. Of course, I haven't done a vivid red lip at all since I've been here on holiday. So yeah, there we are. Contents more or less of my holiday makeup bag with some new products, quite a few new products really, new in the sense of bought in the last 6 months or so, mixed with some old ones, some favourites with some let's use it up. That's always a good mix, I think, for the holiday. So I'd love to know if any of you are better minimalists than I am on holiday. This for me is quite minimal compared with what I used to bring, practically the kitchen sink, because I looked on a holiday as a chance almost to try out all my different makeup. But I've got sick of being weighed down with it all, so I'm trying to go light, but as you can see, with limited success. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're enjoying holidays if you've had a chance for a break, or looking forward to a summer break later on this year. And I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye for now.